News flashes announce a bold new era. The Philippines is embarking on its most ambitious naval expansion in decades, with plans underway to construct a major naval base in Mindanao. This strategic move is making headlines across the region, signaling a significant shift in the country's defense posture. At the heart of this transformation is the plan to build a fleet of 8 state-of-the-art frigates. These modern warships, equipped with advanced technology and weaponry, are designed to patrol and protect the nation's vast maritime territory. Engineers and naval architects are working tirelessly, poring over blueprints and overseeing construction, determined to bring this vision to life. For decades, the South China Sea has been a flashpoint for regional tension, with competing territorial claims and frequent standoffs. Now, the Philippines is stepping forward, determined to defend its sovereignty and assert its rights over its waters. The presence of new frigates will not only enhance maritime security but also send a clear message to neighbors and rivals alike. This is more than just a military upgrade, it's a powerful declaration of intent. The government is making it clear the era of relying on outdated ships and a reactive stance is over. Instead, Manila is embracing a proactive approach, investing in the future of its naval forces. The world is watching as Manila signals a shift from passive observer to proactive defender. News of the naval buildup has sparked conversations in homes, offices, and public spaces across the country. Citizens are both hopeful and anxious, aware that these changes could redefine the nation's role in regional security. Yet, questions remain. Can 8 frigates truly protect a sprawling 36,000-kilometer coastline, dotted with thousands of islands? Is this ambitious plan achievable, given the challenges of funding, training, and maintenance? These are the concerns being debated in town halls and on social media. The government, however, is betting on a future where a strong navy is not just desirable, but essential for survival. Military leaders are drawing up new strategies, conducting rigorous drills, and preparing the next generation of sailors for the challenges ahead. This move marks a decisive break from the past. Outdated vessels are being retired, making way for a new fleet that reflects the country's aspirations and determination to stand its ground. Investing billions in a modern fleet and a strategic base is not just about prestige. It's a direct response to real and growing threats in the region. The construction of the Mindanao base is a testament to the nation's resolve to protect its interests. The stakes are high. Regional security dynamics are shifting, and the decisions made today will shape Asia's balance of power for decades to come. Allies and adversaries alike are watching closely, calculating their next moves. As we explore this remarkable transformation, we must ask, will this bold vision become reality, or will it remain an aspiration? The answer will define not only the future of the Philippine Navy, but the security of the entire region. The new naval base in Camp Cabaratan, Mindanao, is a masterstroke in strategy. Its southern location offers rapid access to critical sea lanes and strengthens defense in the Sulu and Celebes seas. This base will be a fortress, logistical hub, and launchpad, reshaping the Philippines' maritime posture. By distributing naval assets beyond Luzon, the fleet becomes more flexible and unpredictable. The base will house ships, fuel depots, repair yards, and munitions, ensuring endurance and self-sufficiency. It's a symbol of national integration, investing in Mindanao's security and development. Mindanao is now central to the nation's defense, not the periphery. This strategic anchor unifies the archipelago's defense architecture. We need a bigger navy. These 5 words, simple yet powerful, echo across the decks of Philippine warships and into the hearts of those tasked with defending the nation's sovereignty. With these words, Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. set a bold new course for Philippine defense policy, signaling a shift in priorities and a renewed sense of urgency. The focus now shifts from internal security challenges to the vast blue expanse of the nation's maritime domain, an area that stretches over thousands of islands and millions of square kilometers of ocean. The call for a larger, more capable navy is a direct response to rising tensions in the West Philippine Sea, where the aging fleet struggles to keep pace with growing external threats and the assertiveness of foreign powers. Teodoro's vision is rooted in deterrence, ensuring that Filipino fishermen can work safely, that the nation's resources are protected, and that Philippine sovereignty is never in doubt. Naval modernization is framed not just as a military upgrade, but as a vital investment in the country's security, economic prosperity, and future stability. The exclusive economic zone is rich in oil, gas, and marine life, resources that are essential for the nation's growth but remain vulnerable without a credible and modern navy to protect them. The message is clear: the Philippines must become the primary guarantor of its own security, building a navy that can stand on its own, even as alliances with friendly nations remain important for regional stability. This is a decisive move towards self-reliant defense, empowering the nation to respond to threats independently and with confidence. If realized, this ambitious vision will transform the Philippines from a passive observer into a proactive regional security provider, capable of shaping the balance of power in Southeast Asia. The nation is now being called to rally behind this transformation, uniting government, military, and citizens in pursuit of a stronger, more secure, and more prosperous Philippines. The plan is clear: a fleet of 8 modern frigates at the heart of the Philippines' naval modernization. The 2 Jose Rizal-class frigates delivered from South Korea are a leap forward, but more are needed. Additional warships, including upgraded corvettes, bolster the fleet. Negotiations are underway for more advanced frigates, aiming for a standardized, interoperable force. This fleet will form a cohesive naval task force, able to patrol multiple sectors and maintain a credible presence. The commitment spans multiple administrations, showing newfound political will. The journey is challenging, but the goal is a modern, combat-ready fleet. This is no longer a wish list, it's a work in progress. The Philippines is determined to build the navy it needs. Numbers matter in naval strategy, and 8 modern frigates would elevate the Philippines' standing in Southeast Asia. Currently outmatched, the Philippines lags behind Vietnam's missile-armed frigates and submarines, and Indonesia's large modernizing fleet. 8 frigates won't match Indonesia's numbers, but they create a force that can't be ignored. Against Malaysia, the Philippines would be on more equal footing, or even ahead in modern surface combatants. This isn't about an arms race, it's about credible deterrence. 8 frigates allow for persistent patrols in multiple critical zones, not just symbolic presence. The rule of 3 means continuous coverage, 1 on station, 1 in maintenance, 1 ready to deploy. This transforms the Navy from reactive to proactive. The Philippines becomes a capable partner in regional security. It's a leap from naval lightweight to middleweight contender. Modernization comes at a steep price, over 100 billion pesos for 8 frigates, plus billions more for the new Mindanao base. The costs extend beyond ships' high-tech systems. Munitions and skilled personnel require ongoing investment. Each missile is expensive, and maintaining readiness is a constant challenge. But this is an investment in the nation's economic future, protecting oil, gas, and fisheries in the West Philippine Sea. Without a navy, these resources are at risk for more assertive neighbors. The deterrent effect is powerful. A credible navy raises the cost of aggression. The goal is to prevent conflict, not provoke it. The billions spent are national insurance, protecting sovereignty and livelihoods. Inaction would cost far more in lost resources and security. The price of a strong navy is high, but the cost of weakness is higher. The Philippine Navy's journey has been long and challenging, from W-2-era hand-me-downs to today's modernization. The 2012 Scarborough Shoal standoff exposed the Navy's vulnerabilities and galvanized support for change. The arrival of the Jose Rizal-class frigates marked a new chapter. Brand new missile-capable warships for the first time. Alongside new ships came modern patrol helicopters and sea-lift vessels, shifting the Navy's culture toward mastering advanced technology. Training with allies became more meaningful as capabilities improved. This transformation is about people as much as hardware, building skilled, confident sailors. The 8-frigate plan is the next ambitious step in this evolution. It's a source of national pride and a sign of growing maritime maturity. The Navy is moving from patching up relics to operating state-of-the-art systems. The future is about a force ready to defend the nation's waters. The South China Sea is more than just a body of water. It is a global economic artery, a lifeline for trillions of dollars in trade, and a geopolitical flashpoint where the interests of many nations collide. Every day, thousands of ships pass through these waters, carrying goods, energy, and resources that fuel economies far beyond Asia. For the Philippines, the West Philippine Sea is not just a distant frontier. It is a source of food for millions, a reservoir of untapped energy, and a critical element of national survival. The fish caught here feed families, while the potential oil and gas reserves could power the nation's future. Yet, every day, Filipino fishermen face the reality of foreign vessels encroaching on their traditional fishing grounds. These daily confrontations threaten not only their livelihoods, but also the country's sovereignty and dignity. In this environment, a larger, better-armed fleet is not a luxury. It is an operational necessity, a shield against intimidation and coercion. Building up to 8 modern frigates, supported by agile patrol vessels and advanced aircraft, would transform the balance of power. This would allow the Philippines to maintain a persistent, credible presence in contested areas, deterring illegal activities and protecting its interests. A credible navy does more than project force, it strengthens the country's diplomatic leverage, giving weight to negotiations and alliances. It also enforces hard-won legal victories, such as the 2016 arbitral ruling, which affirmed the Philippines' rights under international law. Each patrol, each flag raised at sea, is a statement of sovereign rights and a deterrent to those who would encroach. The challenges are immense, but a modern, well-equipped fleet complicates any aggressor's plans, making hostile actions riskier and less likely to succeed. The ultimate goal is not to win a shooting war, but to prevail in the daily gray zone struggle, those tense, ambiguous confrontations that define modern maritime conflict. By standing firm, the Navy ensures that the Philippines is not bullied or sidelined, but remains a key player in its own waters. The Navy's vigilant presence protects not just territory, but the lives, resources, and future of the Filipino people. In the end, the stakes in these waters are nothing less than the Philippines' destiny, its security, prosperity, and place in the world. The ships are coming, the base is planned, but will these frigates be fully armed and ready, or just impressive shells? A warship's true power lies in its weapons and sensors. Without them, it's a costly target. The temptation to cut corners on munitions and training is real. The final challenge is political will. Will the Philippines invest in full combat capability and skilled crews? The answer will define the success or failure of modernization. 8 fully armed, well-crewed frigates would be a formidable deterrent. Underarmed ships would be a dangerous illusion. Building a navy is about sustained commitment, not just hardware. The world is watching. Will the Philippines field true guardians of the sea, or paper tigers?